Hello everyone, how you all doing? Miss Pauline here. I'm back with another video. I need us to discuss about the benefits kids get when they relocate to the United States. Yeah, small babies to big kids, to big children. Yeah, most parents have been wondering whether to leave their kids behind when they are relocating, then come for the kids later, maybe while they feel that they've fully settled. And this happens because of the fear of the unknown. Yeah, fear of the unknown happens to everyone, and I would assure you that relocating with your kids would be the best decision you will ever make, for your own sake, for your own peace of mind, and for your kids' peace of mind, and for the betterment of their lives. So guys, there's so many benefits derived from relocating with their kids to the States, because green card gives each and every person in the family an opportunity to live in America as a permanent resident. Yeah, I don't know whether you guys know how people are struggling to get that chance to go to America, even through a visit visa, and it's so hard being granted this other kind of visas. So when you get this green card and you have kids, I don't see any need or any reason as to why you would want to leave your kids behind. Yeah, first of all, education in America. The first benefit for you as a parent and for your kids, education in America is free. That is primary school and secondary education. It's absolutely free. Yeah, so if that one is not a benefit to you, I wouldn't know what else you are looking for. Second thing, kids start working so early when they are in America. Yeah, it depends with the state. In some states, kids start working at the age of 14, others 15, others 16. It depends with the states. And you can imagine a 14-year-old kid or a 15-year-old kid in US, is working in USA. Compare it to your country in Africa. Yeah, in Africa, a graduate can stay for years stomaching for jobs, while in America, a kid aged 16 years, 15 years, they are able to start working at the age of 14. So you can imagine the difference in the nurturing of these kids, the kid who is in America and the kid who is in Africa. Those are two different lifestyles. Their thinking capacity, you cannot even compare, because this child who is in America has been nurtured in so many areas, and the other kid who is in Africa, they believe that they are supposed to start working while they graduate university or colleges. So still, there are so many jobless graduates in Africa. You take your kids to school, primary school, secondary school, take them even to the best private schools, then take them to these high-end universities, and still they will tarmac for jobs, while the kid who relocated to the United States started working at the age of 16 or 15. So I think for me that is a very big advantage when you do the comparison, and it is for the benefit of everyone in the family. Yeah, the other thing is, in colleges, while you're a permanent resident, in college you pay school fees, and for permanent residents, you are able to get grants from the government. Yeah. So you'll find out that you will not struggle paying for college school fees, and still you'll be working while you're studying. So that means you won't have a hard time paying for your school fees. Yeah, you might even offload your parents the burden of paying your school fees in college, and you end up living a very smooth life as compared to your age mates who are in Africa. So that's the biggest benefit. College life, that's another good benefit, that when you compare the kids who are in Africa and the kids who relocated to the States through green card, those are the kids who are permanent residents in the US. There are so many benefits when you compare the two. Yeah. The other thing is, you see, there are those kids who are sent to study in the United States as foreigners. These ones pay a lot of money as compared to those kids who are in America as permanent residents. So maybe you have a relative in Africa who wants to come to the States through a study visa. This kid will have to pay a lot of money as compared to the other kid who is a permanent resident or else a citizen of the United States, because for them, as I've said, they're able to get grants and they're able to work as they study. For the other kid who has relocated to the States through a student visa, they might get a hard time paying for the school fees, because those ones, their school fees is usually very high as compared to these other kids' school fees. So think about that while you consider relocating with their kids. And then who would live with their kids better than you as a parent? Yeah. Kids are meant to be loved, and as a parent, I believe that you are the only person who would take care of your child as it is supposed to be, as expected, because this is a God-given I don't want to say task. Parenting, when you decide to be a parent, it's like you sign to be in this person's life until maybe they are old enough to take care of themselves. So I wouldn't encourage any parent to leave their kids behind. Then when you leave their kids behind, and then you let them stay in this country for so many years, from their country of origin for so many years. Filing for them to come to America may cost you a lot of money and time. Yeah. And you can imagine leaving your kids behind, and then maybe someone start mistreating them, and you're not able to relocate them as soon as you might want to. And you wouldn't also prefer to come back in your country to a country of origin to live with their kids, because you are making a life in the States. So this would be so much training. You'd go through emotional training. That's for you and your kids too. So it's better you relocate with their kids. There's this other optional when you've been selected. This is especially so for bigger families. Maybe you have 3, 4, 5 kids, and you've won green card, and maybe the host that you have isn't comfortable or isn't able to host you and your kids. Maybe a family, the host isn't able to host a family of 5 of a family of 6 at once. So they request you to, maybe the person who've won, if it's the dad or the mom, they go first, they settle, then they bring the other members of the family when they've settled, when they've rented an apartment, they've settled. So that one is okay, because when you've been given a green card visa, it lasts for 6 months. But if you let the 6 months elapse without relocating the rest of the family, that one is gone and you cannot redo that. So it is okay when you leave the kids for maybe you when you get this visa, you can leave the first month. When you leave the first month, immediately after you get the visas, you leave, then leave the kids behind. Then before the 6 months elapses, you will have settled in the States, and you'll be able to bring your child over. That one is okay, because you won't have missed a big part of their lives, because that one can happen in a span of at most 5 months. So that one is okay. You don't have to burden yourself with the stress of relocating with your kids, and the person who is hosting you is not comfortable with that. Or else, if that is not an option for you, you can look for another host who may be comfortable with you relocating with your family without leaving anyone. Yeah. Some parents are so much worried about leaving their kids behind even for months. So if that's not your thing, you can look for another host who is able to contain you and your family, to host you and your family for several months before you get your place and you settle down. And it will happen so fast, especially if you're two parents, because when you're two adults, both of you will be working and you'll settle down very fast. In 2 months time, you'll be settled, and you will leave your host place a happy person, and that will be nice. So those are some of the benefits you get from relocating with your kids. So think about that, guys. In the meantime, keep subscribing to my channel, guys. Subscribe, like my videos, hit the notification button, and guys, we are moving on well. For now, bye bye. I love you guys.